One of the first things that we did when I arrived is we conducted school quality reviews and district quality review. Essentially, it was an audit to understand where the district was, its strengths, its opportunities for growth, and just things that we could do to sort of really to capitalize on the district's abilities and strengths to educate kids. And over the course of that time, after meeting with, I think we held over a couple hundred meetings. We met with thousands of individuals. We surveyed them. We got a list of a report that really said, here are the things that you do very well, and here are the things that you really need to think about and really work on. And that actually led to us creating a strategic plan. Our district, the last time that we had a strategic plan was around 2005. And so it had been a while, about 10 years since that plan had been revisited. And between the 2015-16 school year, we created a strategic plan. It was adopted by our board of trustees. And then the 16-17 school year was actually the first year that we aligned it. And I think what's interesting about any strategic plan, and anyone that's ever done this work before, that you can create a plan and you can put it in front of people and you can talk about it all you want, but if it doesn't filter throughout the organization, it really doesn't have any impact. It's just a document that lives there. And so we wanted to create a living and breathing document that was reflective of the work that we did. And so, I met Art and Dale and Joe, and we were actually just talking about alignment work. And they said, hey, we have this survey that will tell you how aligned the organization is to your strategic plan. And as a superintendent who was new to his district, I was kind of curious. I said, okay, this would be an interesting thing to learn, to figure out, is our district really aligned to our strategic plan? And that's actually how the work began. We gave the survey, we looked at the results, and we started understanding that we're not as aligned as we thought we were once you get outside of the district office. And so then it became a conversation about how do we get other people to own it. Aligning our actions to our strategic plan really affords you the opportunity to cut back on the wants. Not the things that you need, on the wants. What I need is something, I need the right tools for the job that I'm currently doing. And I think at times in school districts and in life, we sometimes forget about that. And what aligning your actions does is it allows you to do a little bit less with, a little bit more with less, right? It allows you to sit there and say to yourself, do we really need to add this extra program in? And if you do it right, you say, well, wait a minute, does this actually align to our strategic plan? If it doesn't, then we don't need this particular program. If it does, then we should keep it. And so what we've started to do is we started to actually just ask that hard question and start to cut back on things that we no longer needed to do. There was a program we had, which is a really good program, and it brought science into our classrooms. And it was a want. We wanted to have it there, but we didn't need to have it there. There were other things that we could do that allowed for that to take place. And so we were able to save $250,000 from a program just by simply saying, this is not a need, it's a want. And this want is a good thing, but it doesn't necessarily need to be there. And so if we direct our attention to what's needed, we actually start to see better efficiency. We start to see, that 250 can be spent in other ways, or we can spend half of that and our teachers feel more empowered and can produce a better product. So that alignment work allowed us to really dive deep and to consciously abandon, programs that school systems sort of collect along the way, that cost you money and that take your time away from doing the important work on a day-to-day basis. And our goal is to bring the best out of people, big people and little people every single day. And you can't do that if you're handling 20 different programs that are pulling you in a lot of different ways. And I think the alignment work, if I was to sum it up, the alignment work really helped us to understand that we were jacks of all trades and masters of nothing. And what we really need to do is just be a master of certain crafts and be really good at those and ignore the other stuff.